Welcome, my friend. You have found yourself here today, perhaps seeking answers, clarity, or simply peace of mind. You are not alone. Today, I wish to share with you a story. It's a story of someone who, like many of us, struggled with the heavy burden of self-doubt. And through their journey, we may find lessons for our own lives. There was once a young man who was full of dreams, yet haunted by a quiet, persistent voice. "You're not good enough," it whispered. "What if you fail? What if you're not meant for greatness?" Every day he woke up with these thoughts, wondering if he should even try. Does that sound familiar? Have you ever questioned your own abilities, feeling as though the world expects something from you that you cannot give? I too have walked that path. There comes a point in each of our lives when the weight of self-doubt becomes unbearable. For the young man, it was a moment of deep reflection, much like sitting before a mountain too large to climb. He asked himself, "Why am I so afraid? Why do I stop myself before I even begin?" And yet he found no answers. I once met a wandering traveler who told me, "The greatest enemy is not the mountain, but the voice inside your mind that says you cannot climb it." This traveler spoke from experience. For years, he let his doubts rule his life, never realizing that the mountain was not his real challenge, his thoughts were. You see, the real battle is not outside of us, it is within. The limiting beliefs that stop us are often the ones we cling to the hardest. They are familiar, aren't they? They've been with us for so long that we begin to mistake them for truth. But the truth is this: you are not your doubts. You are not your fears. You are the awareness behind them. The moment you realize that your doubts are not chains, but merely shadows, you take your first step. And with each step, the mountain becomes less daunting, the journey less impossible. It is not about conquering the mountain in a single leap, but in finding the courage to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Remember, growth is not always obvious. Often it is quiet and subtle. Just as a tree does not grow in a single day, your confidence and self-belief will develop gradually. Every small victory, whether it's speaking up, taking action, or simply believing in yourself for one more day, matters. Have patience with yourself. There will be days when the climb feels too steep, when you'll want to stop, to give in. But I ask you to remember this: the journey is not about perfection, but persistence. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to who you are meant to be. So what can you take from this story? That self-doubt is not your enemy. It is a companion on your journey. A companion that, while loud, does not have to lead. You have the power to rise above your fears and limiting thoughts, not by defeating them, but by walking alongside them, steadily and purposefully. The summit of your potential is within reach. The journey may seem long, but with every step, every breath, and every moment of mindfulness, you are becoming stronger than the doubts that once held you back. Now I ask you, what is one step you can take today? No matter how small, take that step. And when you do, remind yourself that every step forward is a victory, a triumph over the doubts that once seemed so powerful. The path to purpose is not always clear, but it becomes clearer with each step we take. I invite you to walk this path with me. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this message has resonated with you, consider subscribing to our channel, sharing your journey with us, and helping others discover the strength within themselves. We are all on this path together.